Greetings and salutations, welcome one and all. My name is Michael, I am the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, Curse of Strahd. Now, today's an auspicious day. We have a very special game lined up for you guys. Lots of drama, lots of things. This is probably going to be like one of the biggest games in the Curse of Strahd series thus far. So if you've not watched up until this point, that's fine. It's actually going to be this. Just watch this episode. This is the only episode you need to watch.
This is episode 1. This is new episode 1.
That's it. This is new episode 1. That's it. Forget episode 43 or whatever.
Like
this is episode
game,
1.
New game plus. This is 1
yeah,
plus.
This is it's the Curse of Strahd X. You know, like that was a thing back when I was a kid. You know, whenever you wanted to reboot a series, you didn't just use the same name, Spider-Man. You just had an X on the end of it, and you'd have Spider-Man X.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. All right, before we kick off, guys, let's go through a couple of things. First of all, I have a new little bar thing, which I was supposed to be doing. Let me whap that up there. There we go. Look at that. Boom! There it is. Dag is saving up for a new computer. All proceeds go towards helping me finally update my rig. I did everything I could to try and hold off as long as I could because of like shortages in computer parts and supplies and stuff like that. This is no longer the case, as some of you have seen. Some of my streams are kind of collapsing around themselves. So I'm putting together a fund. If you want to help out, all proceeds are going to go towards that. And of course, if you want to donate to the channel, boom, right there, over on the side, you have a bunch of different wards that you can use to influence the game, which we'll talk about a little bit later. For now, however, let's meet the cast of wonderful players who are going to be joining us for today's session. Starting off with none other than the wonderful and amazing Charles, the Iron Ghost Gamer, playing the role of Argento. G'day, mate. How you doing?
He doesn't want to talk to you.
What did I do?
To you.
I think you're muted. Or no, you've got robot voice. Yeah.
No,
I'm not hearing sound at all.
No. I heard it just for like a fleeting second. I heard the beep 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 pop.
There you go.
Is that better?
It is, but you're like super quiet.
All right.
What do you do to your poor mic?
Anything. Is it getting better?
Getting better. Yeah,
There
it's
you go.
getting better.
Yeah. That's as high as I can get it.
There you go. Okay, cool. All right.
All right, cool. There you go. After technical difficulties, we're back. Yeah, so how's it going?
Yeah, going great, man. Tell us about Argento and what is going on in the world of Argento.
Well, Argento's had a bit of a strange few sessions. He made a ally out of a ex-sworn enemy, I guess you could say, and now he's got the inside scoop on how to get around Strahd's castle from a strange creature that we bonded over banana bread, believe it or not. So banana bread, bringing the world together. We just need more of that, I guess. And yeah, so now he's sort of rescued the party as far as he knows, and sort of getting us on our way. But we'll sort of see how he will react to one being left behind.
All right, fantastic. Next up, we have, of course, the wonderful Ipsalus, our human ranger, played by the wonderful and incredible Kyle from Play Nerd Allies. Hey-yo.
Yeah, Ipsalus is definitely super interested in, the invisible monsters under the curtains and the bleeding cake and the gross harp, all the fun stuff, and does not notice Bagog doing terrible things that are going to get everyone killed in the next room. I'm sure it's fine, though. I'm sure it's fine. Everything's fine, right?
Yeah,
Right
it'll
there.
be fine. It'll be fine.
Everything's fine.
Awesome and amazing. All right, next up, of course, we have on our list the man himself, Vagog, our chronomancing Goliath, played by the wonderful and amazing Neil from Immersion Diversion. Yay!
Yay! Yes, I play Magog, the Chronomancer Wizard, about to be the Denomancer Wizard. And yeah, he's searching for his students. Found 2 out of the 3 of them. One of them is dead. One of them is mind controlled. And I don't know if I'll be able to find the last one because Magog, like I said, we'll see what happens.
Well, right now there's a poll to decide whether or not you'll survive, and there's 5,000 riding on you surviving. So there you go. If you guys want to as well, these bets are you actually do get returns on these bets for betting your channel points as well. Yeah, and then you also win like really cool badges and stuff like that too. So there you go. There you go. We're gonna have to love how Marcus, who is in this game, has basically gone, nah, he's dead. All right. Speaking of Marcus, our wonderful friend, playing the role of Bray. Tell us about your character.
Hello. Well, Bray's kind of in shock at the moment. After last session, everyone knows his secret now. Well, everyone that other than like most of the characters, but like everybody who watched and listened knows that Bray is the secret third child of the Burgermeister now, and he just found out that Irina is actually the vampire who he called a bitch.
That is very true.
So that's fun.
Indeed. And hopefully now that you've captured her, alive, quote unquote, there may be a way to reverse it, because the group that you're traveling with have actually already reversed the vampirism on a villager back in the village of Barovia many moons ago now. So that there might still be hope. There might still be hope.
With a very coincidental name, I might add.
Was it?
Bree.
True. Was Bree the name of... it was Bree! That's right. Bree was the actual name of the woman that you guys saved earlier. I forgot about that. Well done. Mac, you know what? You know what, Mac? Mac, you can get inspiration. There you go. You get that one. It's well done. I like that. I reward good memories of stuff like that. Nostalgia point. That's what it is. All right.
I would have nostalgia points at this point.
All right. Next up, of course, joining us once again is our dear friend Tim. Tim, where are you now? Where are you about?
I'm in Norway.
Ooh, Norway. Excellent. And who are you playing today, Tim?
Today I'm playing Demiro, and everyone keeps saying it's like some kind of revelation or weird surprise that I'm coming back into Bagag in mortal danger again, and I don't remember leaving with him not in mortal danger.
Tis true.
It's kind of fate at this point.
Tis true. It's just a different type of mortal danger, that's all.
Yeah.
All right, and last but certainly not least, playing the role of Esther, our changeling cleric, is none other than the wonderful and amazing Mac. Hi, Mac.
Oh, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. Tell us a little bit about your character.
Well, the thing is, Esther is just about the worst grave cleric you can imagine. Does slightly keep talking skull in her backpack. Things have happened since that. Has kind of not. I don't know if she's actually killed any undead, because basically the only creature she's ever killed was the one hellhound in the first session. So she's doing great at her job. But she's decided, you know what? If I'm not getting any trouble for this, I'm just going to continue trying to keep everyone else alive so I don't have to fight them as undead. Like, that's just her method of her job at this point. It's just making sure people don't die. And she's trying very hard at this point specifically to make sure that she can at least do that. Oh, you're muted. Yeah.
Thank you. Very understandable, I was saying. All right. Well, before we shoot off, guys, we'd like to give a quick shout out and thank you to none other than our sponsors, Hero Forge, for the wonderful artworks you will see over the course of today's stream, including, of course, Sir Reinhardt, who is right here, our gnomish paladin friend who is helping out the group. We also would like to thank Sirenscape for the wonderful sound effects you'll hear. Which I realize I haven't shared with my players.
We're like,
I'm glad that you guys reacted, though. And of course, 2 fantasy grounds for my VTT of choice. All right. Oh yes, and you guys are so important. My audience, thank you so much for coming here and joining us today. There are a number of ways you can influence the course of the game and help me save up for a computer. Now, for number 1 is through channel points, which you earn simply from watching the shows. You can influence the game. There's divine intervention, group healing, which you might need a couple. There's wandering monsters, wandering NPCs, whole bunch of cool stuff in there. And if you feel like donating directly and influencing the game firsthand, for $5 you can award a hero point or jinx point. Hero points go to the players and can be used to stave off death, roll advantage, or petition the GM for nonsense. Jinx points are used for the exact opposite, making the monsters more dangerous and deadly. For $10, I will draw 3 cards from the random plot twist deck. Dun, 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 dun. Thank you, Summer. And from the plot twist deck, you get to pick one of those things to immediately take effect. For $20, you can give someone the coveted natural 20, which you can see all over the screen there. This is a natural 20. And for $50, you can give someone a magical item of your choice, or you can boost up the boss. Now, given the boss today is probably going to be fine without it, I can almost guarantee that $50 is going to have the will probably kill Vagog. There is, of course, a secret menu item here, and there is a secret menu item. We are not going to talk about it, but there is one there. And if you want to find out about it, ask about it, and you'll see what happens there. All right. So, without any further ado, the scene we open up with is not in the lands of Barovia. Instead, we find ourselves under a bright and brilliant blue sky. A glowing, warm sun beats down over what looks to be a rather resplendent university. There, students all wearing garbs of the faculty and the student body move in and out of these hallowed halls and corridors. A tall Goliath walks into the center of a large hall with a magic fountain that seems to be the site of their next lecture. Here we go. All right. Now, as you arrive, Vagog, what are you teaching?
The study of magic is in general. I kind of study all different types of magics for like druids, wizards, warlocks, just magic in general.
Nice.
Yeah. Just kind of teaching the element of magic and not just the spells that people would learn from different types of magic.
Beautiful. All right. You have a reasonable class gathering around you, and as you see them, they kind of stand up to greet you. You see three students in particular stand in front of you. These are your top students. Would you describe them, please?
Yes. First one to stand up would be Soren, an elf student who top marks, very respectable, has high, basically Vagog has high hopes for all of the students, but there are those couple that they kind of reach out to their fellow students to kind of help teach them as well. Soren is one of these students. He'd almost be considered the I don't know what the word, honor student kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not whatever the if there was a I don't know, like a group standing, it's been a while, so I don't remember the names of the yeah. But he'd be he goes out of his way to help the other students learn, which in turn makes him learn. So Vagog has high hopes for Soren because he kind of has a knack for all different types of magic. long wavy black hair, kind of cargo, almost like a brownish cargo, like a light brown pants, and he has a rapier at his side that he keeps. He's been learning to for more wizard magic, but he's a blade singer of sorts. So he kind of fights with the blade and uses his blade as a magic utensil, kind of. To the right of him, to the right and left of him, we have two students that have kind of are his best friends. They learned with him, which in turn made them very, very smart and also high marks. The first one we meet is Clyde. Usually carrying around a book of sorts and writing in it, drawing in it. He's kind of the troublemaker because he kind of also sort of copies off of Soren, even though they're like best friends. He's the he's like a troublemaker. Although most of his finer works come out of his drawings. As a druid, he enjoyed watching the stars, so he often drew constellations a lot. Always carrying around a little quarterstaff to kind of help him walk a little while. And then to his left, we find Jade, a little gnome who is fond of using illusion magic. She always carried around a little magical light that was like a candle, helped her see in the dark. And she liked to wander around sometimes during the night, as the dorms were in the castle of the school. Which sometimes when I would be doing my studies, for grading and doing my own research, on my way back to my room, I would find her there and have to escort her back to her room. But yes, these three were my top students. They always had high marks. They were always helping their fellow students. If there was anything bad to happen or if anything big was happening at the school, you could see them foremost finding there.
All right. As you arrive at the magic fountain, water being pulled from the elemental plane of water, rising up to the top of what looks to be one of the namesakes of the university, opening a book where the water is then emerging, almost as if he's casting a spell, trickling down and into the pool. You begin your lecture, and you impart a piece of wisdom in light of the graduation coming up very soon.
Good morning, class. I see you're all eager to be here. We're going to start with a quick roll call as I kind of open the book of my...
No, you're not doing a roll call, Neil. You are telling an inspirational speech.
Anyway, yes. So going through the names. Anyway, I welcome you one and all here. I've taught the best. You guys have been amazing. I'm truly glad to have been your teacher for these past few years. I'm not great at giving speeches, but congratulations. I give you my best.
An awkward silence followed by some claps. Like, yay! I'm glad that you did your best. The kids are like,
I don't know. I can't do speeches.
It's fine. It's fine. It was very on point for Vagog.
Truly, you're an inspiration to us all, teacher.
Yes, we couldn't have been here without you.
Now,
Charles, you're kind of being nudged by you're one of the students. One of the students next to you is nudging you to say something. You got to encourage Vagog.
And I don't know how to follow that up, to be honest with you. It's really difficult.
It was pretty good. It was such a great
Wow.
speech, Teach. You know, really.
It was.
It was, yeah.
I'm speechless because of your speech.
Hey, are we getting drunk at the frat house tonight? Is that what's going on? What do we do?
You're not drunk already?
I was drunk 4 hours ago. Sorry, you guys.
To the sounds of laughing students, Vagog, you kind of looking around.
Yeah.
We now return, cutting back to where we had left previously.
Which is also sun-dappled and beautiful, just nice and chill and quiet.
Now, I'm gonna ask my players to ignore the fact that they're on the map, in the fireplace. This is just so you guys. This is just so you guys can see what's happening on the map, more than you being in the fire.
We ignore this.
All right. Well,
Unacceptable.
in Castle's Ravenloft, our heroes managed to capture the vampiress Irina, placing her inside of a bag and managing to sequester her away in the side wall alcoves hidden in the walls of the castle. Ipselis and Reinhardt, together with, I think, Esther and Demiro, managed to kick through one of the walls and escape from this invisible, swirling mist of hate. Yes, Esther?
I don't think I left yet, did I?
Unless you don't want to leave, I kind of shoved everyone that way.
Did you have anything? Because I think she wasn't going to leave until she knew everyone was out, but did you want to just...
It depends. You tell me. I prepared to kill one character today. I'm happy to kill two.
I didn't know your pan. I'm sorry.
No. It's fine. No. Do you? What would Esther do? Like I'm just teasing. That's the Aussie in me.
Okay,
Like,
sorry. I thought you wanted me to go. I'm sorry. Well,
did you want?
Love...
So basically, the invisible hatred of Strahd in the other room that was attacking Ipselis and Reinhardt was chasing them into the side wall. You're still in the room with that creature. So the question is, do you want to be in that room with the creature, or do you want to follow Ipselis and Reinhardt and Demir?
Esther was in the room because she wasn't going to just leave a guy behind.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
I'm not sure, Joe. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No. It's fine. No. It's fine. It's. I just need 2 seconds to.
I'm sorry.
But
No,
Vagog's
don't
not
be
in
sorry.
that room?
Literally nothing. No.
You're
Vagog went. Okay. So for Tim's sake, in the bathroom that is over here on screen right now, this is where Irina over here was managed to be defeated and captured by Argento and Bray, who had worked together. In here is where Ipselis, Ipselis, Demiro, and Esther were fighting with Strahd's hatred.
It got very big, very fast.
Yes. Okay. He did. And he is still quite big and quite angry. Okay. There we go. And you are back there, and you had taken that much damage. All right. There we go. All right. So yes. So Ipselis, Reinhardt, you've both made it into the side wall. Esther, you have not. So you're going to be going into initiative. I'm not trying to be mean to Esther. Why is Kelly on your side? That's not fair.
And then where was Vagog? So why does Esther think she needs to wait for Vagog here?
So Vagog went to another room. It's not that she's waiting for it. She doesn't know what's happened to Vagog, and she wants to go and find out what happened.
Suddenly just the door sounds like, oh, okay. Vagog?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, the door did slam shut, though.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, as we fly into initiative here, let me...
Already? Okay.
All right, let me
Oh,
get this up
God.
here. All right.
Oh God.
Meanwhile, Vagog, whilst in the other room. Also, hi Osquest. Nice to see you. Come on in. This is gonna be a whole thing. Welcome to my stream. All right. So, Vagog, alone in Strahd's study, finds himself before a portrait. This portrait of the lady Tatiana. Strahd's wife, who bears a striking resemblance to none other than Lady Irina, daughter adopted to the Burgermeister house back in the village of Barovia, the person you had been brought here to retrieve and to bring back to safety. Seeing the portrait, Vagog reaches up, grabbing hold of the wooden frames. He takes a moment, looks at the portrait, and remembering Strahd's power over imageries and visages, throws and casts the portrait of Tatiana into the flames. It erupts, burning from the sides and from its center, engulfed in fire. As soon as this happens, the lights change. The entire room is now bathed in a blood-red light. The shadows seem to stretch at impossible lengths all around Vagog as he turns his back on the flames themselves. A wind begins to rise and howl. As it gets colder, despite the flames getting larger, Vagog, what rushes through your mind here?
Oh, shit, what did I do? Because, like, Vagog is now like, that wasn't a magic painting. Uh-oh.
Well, I mean...
Yeah,
all right.
oh, yeah.
The doors slam shut, and smoke begins to billow from underneath the whatever you call them, the doorways. A figure begins to form at the edge of the room. Across from you, taking a humanoid shape, is what looks to be a nobleman, one you have seen countless times. It is none other than Strahd, but he does not look the same. In place of a very elegant, noble, and regal visage, is instead a glowing set of eyes, razor-sharp teeth, darkened wings that billow like a cloak of leather behind his back. His hands, no longer that of a genteel, but now torn through gloves, these razor-sharp claws tremble with a fury deep and bottomless. Strahd raises his gaze to yours. He hears the sound of blood pumping in your veins. He sees the portrait of his beloved wife slowly turning to embers. The last physical visage of that which he treasured more than anything else turns to ash. All right, Vagog, we start with initiative, and you are actually on fire.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh damn!
You take 10 points of burning damage as the fires from the portrait, almost as if they are lashing out at you, burn away at you.
Oh, what?
All right, there we go. All right, what do you wish to do?
So would it be an action for me to put the fire out on myself?
Yes, it would be an action to put the fire out.
Okay. I mean, I guess first instinct would probably be put the fire out, so that's what I'll
All right.
pat it out and be like, oh no, like, oh shit. And then remember that, oh my god, that's right, Strahd's here. Oh no. So I guess first instinct would be try to run for the door.
All right, you make your way running for the door. Which one do you want to go for? The south one? You go
Yeah.
and attempt to open the door. It is locked.
And then I just start slamming my fists on it.
All right. Now, for the purposes of this, everyone is currently in a retreat pattern from their previous encounters with the exception of Esther. Demiro, I need you to roll me a d6 and let me know what the result is. The fire damage does 1d10 damage per round, so it is no longer doing damage. All right. Demiro,
Okay.
you will be able to engage in the room that Vigag is in two rounds. All right. But you are traveling in the hallways with Ipselis and with Ipselis and Reinhardt. So if you want to do something in between there, that's what you can do on your action with those characters. Or would you like me to circle back? Oh, you're muted. I can't hear you. Still muted.
You made it in Zoom. Oops.
Okay.
Yep, there we go.
For the moment, I will provide bardic inspiration, which they can use, and it provides an extra d8 on a skill or ability or damage roll if they want. And it will last until it's successfully used. If
Roger.
they use it on an ability that still fails, they can then use it again.
All right, not a problem.
So. Well, might look dire, chaps, but I'm sure it'll work out one way or another.
All right, Ipselis and Reinhardt, you're there. Reinhardt basically says, yes, no, well, thank you for that. Hopefully we won't need it, but, why is it gotten so cold all of a sudden?
Yeah. Oh no. So you know how sometimes I have ideas. I have an idea.
All right, we're going to come back to your idea. As we now go to the other room where Strahd's hatred sets its sights on the lone person here. Now, it is going to go initially for the wall where Ipselis and Demiro had disappeared from, and try to make an attack there. It does not, as it hits the wall. Ipselis, Demiro, you can hear this coming from behind you, just on the other side of the wall. But you also notice that Esther is not with you. It turns and looks at Esther, and with its second attack attempts to backhand Esther away. With a 25 to hit, it does 7 points of damage as this large hand swipes across. What is Esther's response to this?
I imagine I go tumbling, and that's why I wasn't exactly giving my own response.
Sure, yeah. Oh yeah, you go tumbling. It's kind of like a scene out of like a really cheesy like telenovela. It's like, and then the guy, No, I'm joking.
She's sort of old, but she does try to like catch herself, like almost. It doesn't quite look like the superhero pose, like the 3-point landing. Not exactly like graceful, but she's trying to stay stabilized.
Oh yeah. This ghostly figure is still heading in your direction, but for now that's all I can do. Argento, you are in the wall, having now with you this large bag that that is now stuffed with a vampire spawn that has been rendered unconscious. I need you to roll me a d6 as you are making your way through the walls. This will also be how long it'll take for you to get to. There we go. 2 rounds. It'll take you 2 rounds to get to Vagag's room.
All right.
All right. You are traveling with Bray, so you can obviously use this time to say something to them, talk to them, whichever you would like.
Yeah, I'll just basically say to Bray that we need to find the others, and we have time to say to Irina if we can find the others, but we need to hurry.
Right. How did you even find
you're
out
muted,
that?
Michael.
Sorry? Sorry? What was that?
That's right.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Bray, you were saying?
Will just respond. Right. How'd you even find out that she was my sister to begin with?
Well, I ran into somebody here who, it's a bit of an odd story, but it's quite long and convoluted. There's a man in the castle who knows a lot about these lands, and he told me where I could find you all, and that your sister had not been fully turned yet, so we could have time to explain later, but we need to sort of make our way quickly to the other part of the group so we can get out of this castle and hopefully restore Irina before it's too late.
Agreed. I've got a bad feeling that something's about to happen.
All right, cool.
Always bad things happen in this castle.
All right, Bray, it is your turn as well. I need you to roll me a d6 as well. Oof.
Oh.
How?
Ooh.
How does that make sense? I am literally with Argento.
Well, actually, it does. Basically, it finds the average value of that. So
Okay.
both you and Argento will take. Well, basically, you'll get there on your 3rd round.
She's your sister, you carry her. I'll see you there.
I'm not really strong.
If you want, I'm happy to keep you at 2 rounds, and you can leave Bray with like 6 rounds.
No. We'll. I'll carry.
That'd be awesome.
All right. Here we are.
Go.
It is Strahd's turn.
Oh, dear.
His first action.
He's writing a strongly worded letter to Magog.
Strahd the word in.
I mean, all right.
He's preparing a better speech.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Strahd can walk through walls, walls, floors, and ceilings as if they're not there. He can cause them to doors to magically lock. Yep, done. Summons angry spirits. Don't want to do that. Summon shadows. So he's got lair action. So I'm just double checking what those are.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Oh.
All right.
Looks scary.
Okay. So the first thing he does is, in this monstrous form, Strahd walks forward through the table,
Oh.
which sort of seems to cut through him in half, but doesn't actually cut him in half. As he goes to the fire, he seems to reach down and touch the ashes. They kind of fall, passing through his hands. He closes his eyes as he crushes the flames. He then looks in your direction. All right, let's see what we can do here.
Oh.
Nope. Okay. All right, I need a wisdom save.
Ooh. Oh!
Oh my god.
Oh, no, never mind. I'm gonna have to roll again, aren't I? Yeah.
Not me so
roll
well.
me.
And divine intervention.
Oh my god! 22!
All right. Unfortunately, their divine intervention kicks in,
Oh, okay.
and you need to re-roll it again.
What? No! Ah! Marcus, why?
Terrible.
Same roll, you're gonna need to.
Oh my god.
All right. No, that's it.
Whoa!
Okay. So as Strahd makes his way over to you, he looks at you as basically his eyes begin to match into yours. You manage to stave off the dominating mind effect that he attempted to gaze at you with, but he is definitely far from done with you. That is all he does this round.
Whew.
Ipselis, roll a d6 for us.
Okay, let's see. Let's see how this goes. Okay. And okay, before.
All right, that is 4 rounds.
And-
With Demiro's 2 rounds, I believe. That'll make it 3 rounds for the both of you as you make your way through.
Fabulous.
All right.
There is I do have a question. Who has the hilt of the sword?
If I'm not mistaken, I believe it's Esther.
No, I had Argenta's Warhammer. I gave it back to him. He still always had the hilt.
Argento, do you have the hilt on your person edge?
I believe I do have it, yeah.
I'm gonna look over at Argento and say, now I know that when I have ideas that they're not always the very best, but I don't know, I think I might be here for a reason. I think that perhaps these strange things that I've been collecting might be able to do something to help us. I've got a bag full of souls. I've got these powerful gauntlets. I've got a black rose that protects against Strahd. I have a ring that allows me to understand and create a connection with a person or a thing.
I was hoping you weren't going to mention that ring.
He reaches down into his pants and remembers, I also have a very powerful magical item with a connection to one of the upper planes. Eastgard, the land of warriors. I don't know if we could potentially take this artifact that we were told about that could help us defeat Strahd and somehow utilize these items to make it work. I don't know enough about magic to know if that could happen.
Demir and Reinhardt are the only people listening to this.
Okay.
Yes, I understand that he was talking to Argento, but he does strange things from time to time. So I assume he's got a little bit too attached with one of the magic items. It's an interesting idea, but you don't really have a plan yet that you said.
Yes, it really more sounds like you've just got some stuff.
I do, but I'll think on it. Then
Are you suggesting you put everything on at once and charge in?
I don't know. I wish Esther was here. She could tell me how to use Baron Samedi's soul bag.
What do you mean charge in at once? What are we charging?
Well, we need to go save
Usually
our
whatever
friends.
we
don't
see.
Save who? Who needs
History
saving?
repeats.
Right now.
The big one.
What? Is he in
big dumb
danger?
one.
Strange. I don't recall him being in danger. That has never been made clear to me.
Oh,
Well,
it
you see,
wasn't.
it just happens to be a tendency that when doors open, Ipsilis charges through them.
Yes.
Ah. And what are we charging at exactly?
Fall into base.
I thought we were running away
Whatever's
from
on the other side.
the giant hate monster. That's what I was doing.
Yes, we are escaping the giant hate monster, but did you not see the door slam shut? Between us and Vigog, it means there must be something going on.
You mean like a giant hate monster?
Well, no, we're away from the giant hate monster. Let's figure out how to go help Vigog.
But Esther's with the giant hate monster. What are we
Wait,
helping
where's
Vigog
Esther?
with? A locked door?
What? He's just looking around now. Where the hell
Well,
is Esther?
We're going on the usual odds that we come across, and Vigog will be in mortal danger, and Esther will come and help us in her own time.
Ah. Okay, that checks out.
You'll hear back from me in 3 to 5 business days.
So we don't know what trouble Vigog's in, we just are certain that he's in trouble.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And ironically, that actually makes sense here. Even with no context, it's Vigog's probably in trouble. Okay, yes, no, I get that. Okay, good. All right, Esther. Yeah, okay, you are in the dining room, covered in cobwebs. The dining room here is set for what may have once been a very grand wedding reception, but now has fallen into disrepair. The sight of a small skirmish between everyone and this embodiment of hate, this swirling vortex of like wind and energy that seems to be making its way towards you with hatred and malice in its eyes. Esther, what do you wish to do?
Esther will kind of. Would she be? She like stumble back onto her feet and try to rush over to the door as close as she could get. If she can. Is she able to move towards it?
Yeah, you can move that way. No one's obstructing you. This creature has been like kind of keen to bop you away, as it were.
Got it. Let me see. I hope I'll be able to make it to the door. If not, I'm just like right here, as close to the door as I can get. First thing I'm gonna do, because I have not heard Strahd's voice. I just heard the door slam and then heard Vigog pounding on the door. I'm just gonna kind of gently yell. Just as close as you can get, just Vigog, what's going on in there?
Do I hear it through the door?
Yes, you do.
Okay. I just say, it's him. He's here. It's Strahd.
Alright. Just hold out for a bit longer, Vigog. I got an idea.
I'll hold off as much as I can, but if you've got something planned, hurry it up, please.
At this moment, Esther is very much just remembering the last time Vigog was in a room alone with a vampire, and that's kind of why.
Oh, yeah.
This isn't the first time this happened.
No, this is Vigog
Yeah,
got
I
killed
actually
by
technically
that.
died to a vampire before.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
like dramatic flashbacks to her friend dying and now being caught in the same exact situation. Esther's just gonna take every last morsel of calm that she has. She's gonna take a deep breath, turn back around to the scene of lost memories and a visage of pure emotional hate. And she's going to get ready to use her hero point. And she's going to remember what her mother always taught her. When a spirit is lost in its anger, you bring it back to its place of peace. She's going to say, with her hero point ready, Your Grace, I can see here that it is your anger that is consuming you. Would you be willing to go back? See the past that you have hidden from yourself and others now. Are you willing to...
Hello? Oh
I'm
no!
going to get ready in...
Oh, there we go. Yep.
Oh, yeah, you good? You good? Okay.
No, my internet hicked up. I missed that last little bit.
She's going to basically say, she's basically kind of threatening in a sense that to have him lose part of his anger in this moment by like using her hero point and her memory powers to recall a moment of peace before he was the lord of this land, before he was.
I'm going to, unfortunately, take that away from you.
No worries.
So I will take the Jinx point, as well as the hero point. So I will at least give you something burned for that. But here's the big reason. You will show a vision of the moment of peace. The moment of peace is with his wife.
I was hoping it wasn't that, but okay, if you want to do that. Too.
No, it is. It's literally the big driving force was that peaceful moment, that peace that she brought, and the love that she brought to his life. But instead of,
I think he's saying that's what the Jinx point changed it into.
Yeah, well, no, because the peaceful moment in the past was with her, but no matter what, that's currently reminding him of how angry he is at Vagag. So I'm going to use the Jinx point just as a show of good faith. I love the idea. I love the story. I want to reward it by providing a what do you call it? By providing an extra thing. So you've eaten one of my Jinx points with that really cool memory. The hatred monster seems to shrink momentarily as you thank you, Mally. Yay, more Jinx points. So as the creature starts to shrink once again, it just enrages at the thought of what has just transpired. But you have seen that it is a direct effect and a direct impact on his hatred. Reinhardt.
Maybe we could make his hatred so big it explodes.
Yes. Make him. All right. All we need to do is slightly enrage Strahd.
Third accent.
All right. Reinhardt rolls a 1, so that actually means that everyone will arrive in 2 rounds.
Nice.
So that is Ipselis
Since
and...
you managed to actually have an effect on it, Esther, I wonder if there's a way of turning his hatred on himself.
That's
We're talking about
it's valid. All right.
Get the ring. He doesn't have it anymore.
Back to the top of the round. Vagag, it is up to you. Now Strahd,
Right.
standing behind you.
Now that I have gotten... Oh,
You
sorry, yeah, go ahead.
insignificant worm. You come to my lands. You break into my home. And you deface that which I love the most. Your death will not be quick. It will not be painless. I will lay waste to the very essence of your being and strew your remains across the very skies of Barovia, so your sorrow and suffering rain down for all of time!
All of time, or all of... Actually, no. I was gonna say your time or my time.
As you say it, yeah, well, sticks and stones, Capitan.
An epic comeback.
An epic comeback, if ever I heard one. Make it. You know what? Make a something check. Make a charisma check of some kind. Let's go and intimidate. Let's see if your stats will save you, Vagag.
They're not.
Are you trying to intimidate Strahd?
Well, it's not intimidate. It's whether or not. Because I mean, look, I'm not gonna lie. It's hard coming up with like quick and witty comebacks. I'm not gonna like undermine the character if it wants. Yeah, you know what I mean. And if he makes the check, I'll give it to him. He says something really cool and witty. Yeah, this is a cool moment.
I'm not going to, but
you don't wanna try. Okay. Yeah,
no, I will.
Oh, you
I'm
wanna
trying. And
all right.
I got 15.
All right, 15. All right. So So yeah, you throw in something about like how forever is a long time, and you know, kind of throw that in as a dig at the fact that he's a vampire. You know, he kind of takes it. You know, it's like, yeah, it's kind of a thing. But he is still very enraged. So enraged.
Yeah, and then after my witty comment, I cast mirror image on myself.
All right.
Trying to make it a little bit harder to hit me. So.
All these other Vagogs start showing up. Different timelines of Vagogs. One's like got a flat cap on. Another one's like a construction worker. Another one is like this great and powerful sage wizard. And they all look at each other and they're like, where are we? Oh, this is this timeline.
I'm out.
They'll just leave.
All right, your time clones are there. They're not holding their breath. Anything else, or is that it?
Technically, mirror image is an action, so I guess the only thing I can do is wait by the door for whatever Esther plans to do. So.
All right. We then go to Demiro. Demiro, 1 round ticks down. You are 1 round away from engagement. Potential, if you want to. You don't have to engage, obviously. Then we go to the...
Do we actually know, have we found anything out about the history of Strahd's wife?
No.
Do we know what happened to her?
No.
Okay.
Alright, the hatred flies towards Esther and will land another love tap. A solid hit. As Esther takes another hit. Calindria donating $5. Who are we giving that $5 to? Let me know in chat. Well done. That is 10 points of damage as Esther is struck by this this enigmatic creature.
I imagine that as it was coming towards her, she was for a second very hopeful that it was going to dissipate after what she did, but realizing that it wasn't working, just was frozen a bit.
It's like more of a shell shock kind of moment. But you do gain a hero point from Calindria. Thank you, Callie. Thank you, Callie!
Time to try it again, boys.
Callie vs. Mally, the fight for Esther's life. Alright. Argento, you now are down to 2 rounds before you you make it to the other side. I'm just gonna, obviously, we are gonna throw you guys in, but I'm presuming you guys are talking and stuff like that. If you have some stuff you want to buff, like spells you want to cast, I'll ask that you buff yourselves, like, just off to the side. You guys know how to buff stuff with Fantasy Grounds and all that? Yeah? Cool.
I do not.
So if you go into your spells, under the list of any spell that you have, there's a little magnifying glass. If you drop that down, there's a little, like, kind of token of a guy with, like, all of the attribute buffs. You would just drag and drop that onto the combat tracker onto your name or whoever you want to buff, and that's how you'll give those buffs to yourselves. So yeah.
Combat tracker, fabulous. Okay.
Cool. All right. So yes, if you have buffs, remember, only do that on your turns where you have actions to do stuff. Now we go to Bray. Bray, same deal. We are going to tick that down around, so you're both now 2 rounds away. It now goes to Strahd. All right. Strahd moves to Vagog and takes his hand and just sticks it straight into his chest, through and out the other side. I'm gonna burn my nat 20.
Oh! I didn't even get a chance to get my mirror image off.
Oh, yeah, I guess. I mean, you know what? If he sees your mirror image, sorry, I did forget you had mirror image. So let me rewind that a little bit. I'm gonna start with this. He is not going to stab you in the heart yet.
Yeah.
He is, however,
Line them all up and just stab through all of them at once.
yes. Now he uses mirror image and kills all of them. Actually, that would be kind of cool, but it is an action to do that, so sad. All right. However, he is going to fireball you and all of your mirror images. As basically he just sort of says, "Impotent worm," and he opens his mouth and just this spit of fireball flies outwards. You do not make your saving throw. You do have a nat 20, and you do have a hero point.
I'm actually going to use level 1 spell slot and cast Absorb Elements.
Very
Take
well.
half damage.
Very well. You may do so. Let me drop the damage first.
Yeah.
That is 26 points of damage, which your Absorb Elements will make you resistant, I believe.
Yeah, so I'll take 13.
Yep, so you'll take 13, and then...
So I think it'd be a 24 then, right?
That is correct.
Okay, so... Oh, you did it. Okay.
All right. And he will then move towards you and get right up in your grill.
Nah.
All of your mirror images have been wiped out.
Oh, no.
You actually watch them die. They don't actually teleport away.
Oh, shit.
Malakisa,
Oh.
insight bonus. Oh wow, I don't even know what insight. Okay, you know what? Here is the insight bonus. Insight bonus is I will give you what the special event is for the special event. The special event is Argynvost. Will lend aid to our allies for a round as a spirit. That is the secret event. So Malakisa, because I don't in all fairness have any good insight to give them during today's game. I do want, however, to reward that. So that is my insight. You get that insight. All right, that is Strahd. He is going to use his legendary action, however.
Oh, no.
Every round he has... How many legendary actions do you have? He has 3 legendary actions. So, with all of your people, all of your stuff, you don't know who or what that is? Allow me to tell you, Kalindria. Argynvost is the dragon that fought one-on-one with Strahd back in yesteryear. Strahd did defeat him and hung his head in the lower basement. Argento is actually a descendant of Argynvost and serves the Silver Dragon Order, of which Argynvost belongs, and is currently seeking his remains so that he can put him to rest once and for all. The angry spirit of Argynvost is here, and Strahd has turned his attention away from the bindings just enough, as in, that's kind of the angle I'm going to be going with for this. Will it help? Absolutely. It will definitely buy some time. But let's find out what happens right now, as I am going to definitely burn my nat 20. Which I want
Oh, no.
As Strahd sticks his hand in Vagag's chest. Alright, here we go. That is 45 damage.
Oh. Oh, no, I used
Now-
my reaction. I can't use that. Okay.
You're going to use what, sorry?
No, I already used my reaction to do the absorb elements, so
Yes.
I can't. do
However,
the
he is
other
going to very intentionally pull his punch. So pulling
Okay.
punches is something that, it is a homebrew element of my game, where you can leave a person on 1 hit point, which you can, as long as you're not, like, going ham, because this is a crit.
So he wasn't trying to kill him.
No, he's trying to bring him to the edge of death, which is what he promised. So Vagag, there is a hand literally plowed through your chest right now.
That stings.
Alright. Ipselis. We now go to 1 round.
I'm just going to do a protection from good and evil on me real quick.
Easy done,
There we go.
easy done. Esther, you hear the sounds of an explosion coming from behind you.
Whenever we changed the book, you gave us each a once ability to combat any ill fate, including jinx points.
Mm-hmm.
May I use that here?
You may.
Okay. Well, It is probably. I guess it is time for round 2 then.
All right. So
Because
this
I
is
thought-
that Strahd token, right? Or is this something
What-
else?
Whenever we took
This
the
is
book,
Write Your Own Fate, which is once per long rest, ignore a bad luck effect that will
Yes,
disadvantage
yes.
a roll.
All right. Okay. Yep. I'm with you. Cool. I think that would only really affect you if you can. But I will allow you to kind of pitch what that fate is that you would like to.
Well, I thought it was like a mechanically counteract Jinx point, so here would be like us just like, resolving all our tenacity to it again. Like, is that how?
It's yeah. Basically, it's you can use it to counteract my Jinx point and my effects like that affect Esther.
So, okay. So it wouldn't be viable here if I tried again.
If you try it on the hatred thing.
Yeah, the memory thing.
You want to do the memory again?
Yeah. See.
It's good not just trying to.
Yeah. See, the trouble is that, unfortunately, Vigag did the one thing that makes that strategy invalid.
Right.
Yeah, so like literally if he had angered Strahd by punching him or kicking him in the balls, yeah, this would 100% work. Like anything else. The problem is like Strahd's happy place was just destroyed by Vigag.
Does it have to be a happy place memory?
Well, what other memories would you pitch to this with what you know for Strahd?
I don't know for sure. Okay, 1 second.
Would you like me to circle back?
Sure. I can ready the hero point if you like.
Yeah, sure. Okay, we'll circle back. We'll give you a bit of time to consider. Reinhardt spends again the round moving around. Actually, does Reinhardt have any buffing spells? He's got the auras of protection, yada yada yada. He's also got protection from good and evil, which I think he'll use that on Demiro. So Demiro, you have that now. There it is. Cool. And yeah, that'll be all that he does. Vigag, we're back up to you.
Oh gosh.
All right. Also, yes, you are grappled.
Yeah. Shoot. Oh, there's no way to break a grapple against Strahd. That's one thing that's for sure.
Well, I mean, look, I'm not saying you can't.
Yeah.
It would be very difficult, but you can. And I don't have a nat 20.
Yeah.
You do.
Oh yeah, true. But it's an action to break it, right? Oh, crap. It's like I had an idea for what I could do, but it's like I'm grappled, so at the same time it wouldn't most likely work, especially if I could. Yeah. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Well, I can try to do what I want. What I was thinking of doing. Okay, so I want to ask you if I can do something. If I cast a spell and then use a net 20 to, instead of confirm that spell, could I use it to cast a second spell?
I'll take a hero point and allow you to do that, but only
Okay,
due to
cool.
the circumstances you currently find yourself in.
Gotcha. So I just kind of with that, like, his hands in my chest, and I kind of reach up towards him, but I kind of like move my hand to the side, and kind of in the center of the room, I'm kind of aiming, like, I'm gonna try to get him in it to maybe pull him away, but I'm mainly aiming for the fire. I'm gonna cast Gravity Sink Well. I think that's the spell.
All right, what's the distance?
Gravity Sinkhole. It's a 120 feet, and it creates a 20-foot radius sphere. Basically, I'm trying to pull the fire and Strahd kind of away. Well, Strahd first away from me if it works, but the fire into the room to kind of create like maybe try and get some of the smoke from the fire, some of the ashes to create a cover in the room.
Okay, I see what you're doing. So you're pulling out
Yeah.
the embers, is what you mean. You're sucking the embers.
Yeah,
out.
I'm sucking
Okay,
the
that's
embers
cool.
up,
I love that
trying to
idea.
pull them into the room and create
Yeah,
like
I
a
like that
smoke
idea. Okay.
cover.
So what do I need to do, or what do you need to do?
Well, first, since it technically is hitting Strahd, I need to roll a save on him.
Okay, go ahead. Let's see what happens. Strahd
Okay,
succeeds.
So he doesn't get pulled, but he still takes half damage.
Yep, go ahead.
Okay, so it is. If I drop it on
Probably a
him,
good
will
thing
he
that you
auto
didn't
do the
forcefully
half,
pull his
or-
arm out of your chest.
It'll auto half. Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure. So it does 13 damage to Strahd.
It doesn't.
And I'm hoping that because what I was going to do if the hand came free, I was going to try with the hero point. I was going to cast invisibility and try to use the ashes to give me a cover to get away from his eyesight.
Well, he does. He is still. Yeah, he is still there. He is still grappling you.
Yeah. Shoot. You know what? Well, if I can use that hero point to try and break free from him, then try to just slump off his hand, just kind of fall to the ground.
Okay, so you're using your second action to break the grapple and use the nat 20 to roll a nat 20. Is that correct? Because the hero point was for a second action.
Yeah.
But you still need to roll that second action, but you don't want to roll it against Strahd. You want to get the nat 20.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. So, what is
Just
your athletics with a natural 20?
That is a 25.
25. He cannot make that. So you will break the grapple.
So then with the move, I'll kind of break it off and just try to get away from him as much as I can. But I know I can't leave his side or he's going to attack me. So
He looks down on you and doesn't look like he's going to attack.
Oh, he doesn't look like he's going to attack?
He doesn't.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to try and get as far away as I can this way. So let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
As you get to there, Strahd walks out of the bookshelf corner here. Oops. No, come back. There it is.
And then with the last 5, yeah, because I got a speed of 30. So with the last 5, that actually makes him jump a little, so he falls back the last 5 feet, kind of.
Yeah, so he basically walks out of the shadow here.
Yeah.
In front of you. Demiro, you are now. Aha. All right, so above the fireplace, Demiro, you can see as you are walking through a passageway, there is these slits behind what would have been a portrait. You can now see out into a room, and you see kind of like these swirling clouds of darkness, and Strahd looming over a cowering Vigag. Huge leathery wings kind of just spread out. But it doesn't look like they're actually wings. It almost looks like the wings hit the wall and then become shadows that are kind of ensnaring around this area.
Okay. So what does it look like they're doing? They're just looking at each other?
No, it
I'm
looks
on
like
the ground.
Vigag. It looks like Strahd is killing Vigag.
Right.
Vigag has a giant hole in his body. Blood is pouring and pooling over the ground. Strahd's arm is basically looks like it's been painted red.
Okay. And I can see this through the slits.
Yeah, it's kind of like there's little kind of when they're in the wall. It's like ooh, spy.
The eye holes in a painting.
But it's in a different
But the
portrait to his
painting's no
wife.
longer there.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not the one of his wife. It's just a different spot in the room.
Okay. And what's the kind of distance across? Is this sort of normal room size? Like
Yeah.
30 foot or something?
Yeah, so about maybe 50 foot roughly from the wall edges.
Okay.
Jeez.
So, okay, hole in his chest is not
Big room.
good. Healing word is probably not going to really patch that much. I will cast Polymorph on Vagag into a giant ape.
What? So now I'm a giant ape with a hole in my chest.
Well, you're also a giant ape with like 140 temporary hit points.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
True.
I now
Oh,
want to
gosh.
see Strahd pick up the ape by their rib cage and just slam him up and down.
You're a big ape.
It's the most effective way I have of stopping him from immediately dying from his wounds.
Oh no.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
What's happening?
Terrible things are happening.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, were you casting the spell or?
I mean, I don't think there's really anything to drop on him.
No? Okay. Very well. Very well. Before we go to the...
Yeah, it transforms him unless he wants to be unwilling to the effect. Then
I don't really know you're casting it, so I'm not unwilling.
Mm.
So you can do it. I'm kind of in the pain. I'm kind of in the point of I'm about to die by Strahd, so I'm not focused on you. So it'll go through.
Okay.
Yep.
So what do you turn into?
I was a giant ape.
Giant ape? Okay. Let's see. Giant ape, ape, giant ape. Nope.
No.
I don't have a giant ape mini, but there you go. I'm just gonna keep it.
You had one before, but
I think I used a Yeti.
yeah, that sounds about right.
Is it because of the beard?
Yeti would make more sense since I'm a giant. So it's.
Nope, no,
I
that's
turned
a baby
into a
Yeti.
giant ape, but I'm a Yeti.
All right, there you go.
Ah.
All right, there we go.
Ah.
Vagag transforms, his body shifting and twisting as his flesh turns into a large ape.
Ah.
At this point, Strahd kind of notices that someone is somewhere within range. He doesn't know who, he doesn't know where, but you know he's aware of it. Esther,
Yep.
Before I get to the creature, what would you like to do?
So Esther realizes very quickly that moments of peace are only going to fuel at this point. So knowing that she doesn't have many options for how she usually operates dealing with the restless undead, I think I still have my spiritual weapon summoned. So just for effect, I'm going to hold on to it as it is the scythe, and I'm going to instead of do something to completely diminish all the rage, I want to at least distract Scott, and I'm going to try to bring back the memory of when we all first encountered him at the campsite.
All right. There's there's a shift, as it were, in the scene. As we find ourselves outside in the cold airs of Barovia. Let me move this here. The cold airs of Barovia, as our heroes have only just arrived, finding the scene of a slaughter, a guard caravan torn apart and torn asunder. The group seeing the visage of Strahd as a traveler with a strange luminescent coin rolled between his fingers. Esther, you are kind of present in this memory. Describe, take the scene away.
Okay. So in the memory, it was sort of just kind of they had all sat themselves around the campfire as Strahd literally plucked the moon out of the sky and made it into said coin. And at some point right before he threw the coin back up into the sky, Esther will kind of like revert, and they will be her, but at the present moment, just sort of recalling this isn't a moment of peace for Strahd, but it is a moment where he has a different vibe towards us, where it's more an idle spectator at this point. And just kind of sitting there, I was just going to say, I recall at this point was when we first encountered you. One of us did not even recall this point. I do remember, however, that I said I always wanted to know more about this land, what it was before and what it is now. And you told us that the people here are not welcoming of those they don't understand. Just sits for a second if he has any response or if she just continues talking based on his response. Where did Kyle go? Oh,
This is it's so hard. Okay.
It's okay.
No. I'm trying to. I want to validate this. I really do.
It's really okay if you can't. It's just a little as you're trying to distract him for a moment.
Yeah,
So she's not gonna.
but Amy, I mean, I'm just trying to validate this because it's like even at this point, it's like you guys are whims to Strahd, which it's like he's lured you in here, and I'm trying to think of what he was thinking at this time, because he wants you here to toy with you, like he toys with the people of Barovia. You are small, curious things with hope that could potentially still be used against them.
He wanted to have us become powerful enough to destroy the hope of the people when we give it to them.
Yes, he wanted you to get powerful, then destroy you, so that people would lose hope again. Okay.
If you were to take us all just in the castle, you were to destroy us here, would that be really fulfilling your goal? Do we really seem that powerful to you at this point? You have us at your whim. What can we really do to you now? Would it really be taking the hope of the people?
Unfortunately, that train of thought will not work for
It's okay.
Strahd. His hatred lashes out at you and grabs you by the throat, Esther, and it crushes. It is going to deal 8 points of damage as the scene fades away and you're back in the castle, with this creature with its hands wrapped around, like clenching around your neck. All right, and I think Calindria has just bought you another hero point. Thank you, Callie. All right.
I understand that Esther's just going to, well, not able to breathe, just gonna say, "Bam, that ain't gonna work. Try something else."
And you're gonna get thrown against the. Actually, no. I've always wanted to do this. He's gonna take you. Oh no.
Whoa.
Okay, I didn't want to do that.
What was it?
I always wanted to do this. Natural
Okay.
20.
I wanted to. Yeah, I know. I know, Calindria, and I'm not trying to pick on Esther. It's just the dice are, and the game is, and Strahd is, and
No,
honestly.
chill. This
Anyway,
is how
He's a hero.
He
He's a-
after grabbing you, it slams you onto the table, and drags you through the plates and into the cake at the end of the table. Yeah. Why did you do that? I always wanted to like do that table like, it's like in a pub fight, you know? It's like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm giving you all the opportunities you wanted.
I did not want to crit. I didn't want to crit you though. That was not.
I can't negate that. I'm just like, no, that's not happening. I'm using my Sentinel Dust Door. It's like, nah.
Oh, okay.
Like, nah, if you're gonna play like that, this ain't how it's gonna go.
Okay, so what does the symbol do?
Sentinel?
The sentinel?
No, the Sentinel
That's
Dust
an
Door.
ability.
Ability to negate nat 20s to just be regular, but
Okay, so that'll be 7 damage then. No.
yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 damage. So I will restore 4 from you. Where is it? There we go. Okay, done. Nope. I lied. Done. There we go. Now it's done. Alright. Okay, that is the creature. Argento. Alright. Now you are also able to see into this room. You see a giant gorilla engaged with Strahd.
Yes. Fortunately, as a paladin, I don't really have anything I can do that would isn't too far away. But I do see Strahd. And because I see Strahd, it's now turned into, how do I get into this room?
The wall is not that thick here.
Alright. So then I will take one of my actions and try to break through the wall.
Whoa.
Alright.
So what do I have to roll?
Make an athletics check for me.
You're like, finally, it's him.
Oh, there he is. I see him.
No, 15 is fine. Alright. Argento, you crash through the wall here. I'm gonna just move the... I'm gonna make that Strahd a little smaller. Let's come over here, buddy. There we go.
Now he's menacing Michael.
Yeah.
Right behind him.
Yeah. Oh. There we go.
So as I go full on Kool-Aid Man, the wall is he see me crash through the wall.
He does see you crash through the wall. He looks nothing like the reflection that spoke to you.
Yeah.
He is like, his face is kind of twisted and contorted. These again, like, just he just looks like a monstrous shell of the person you had seen.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of not necessarily what I saw as a boy, because he was normal back then, but I see him standing there, obviously, and he looks all ugly. Looks kind of like me now, as a dragon. So all I say to him is I just look at him, grin, and say, "There you are, bastard. I knew I would find you, but yeah. Now it's time to pay the piper." And, and so, do I have a move and another action? So I can use it, yeah?
Yeah, you can.
How far am I from him?
You are within charging distance.
Alright, I just want to charge at him, and I want to use, let's see, I think it's, I don't know if it's an action or bonus. Oh, that one's an action. It is. Alright, so I'll use a level 2 branding smite as a bonus action.
All right.
Oh, I put it on myself, so move that out of the way. Yep. And then yeah, I'll just attack him with my warhammer.
All right, make it so. That'll hit.
There we go.
All right. As you, as basically you smash him with radiant damage, it sizzles and burns his skin. He seems to recoil. It seems to be, at least in a big part, effective as you strike him. Bray, you watch as Vigog disappears out a hole in the wall, and as you kind of peek your head out, you see a giant gorilla, Argento, and Strahd himself standing before them. You still have Irina with you, but she is unconscious.
I don't even know what the heck to do at this point. Because it's not like Bray knows where to go. He kind of needs Argento in the rest of the group.
Oh, no, you know where to go. I mean, look, I mean this... I feel like there is somewhat of a free pass here, and I will allow this. But Bree actually has quite an in-depth knowledge of the network of tunnels here. If you want, you can continue to make your way out of the castle, or to the direction you were heading. You can also try to regroup with Demiro and Ipselis, which you can do this round if you choose to not jump out, as it were. Yeah, that would be your other options here.
I think, due to the fact that he was only in the castle to save Irina to begin with, that's his goal, and he's going to continue onward to try to bring her out. All
right, solid. Also, quick shout out and thank you to our raiders from Troll Lord Games. Welcome in, guys. My name is Michael. I don't know what this was. This was something else. My name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. We're playing Curse of Strahd. Long story short, Vigog, our chronomancing Goliath, thought it a good idea to set fire to a picture of Strahd's wife. Strahd is now very angry. He is currently engaged with Argento, our Dragonborn Paladin, our chronomancing wizard Vigog, who is currently transformed into a gorilla, while Demiro and Ipselis are watching from nearby within a secret wall in the castle. Bray is also watching from a secret wall, but has decided that saving his sister, Irina, is more important right now than a confrontation with Strahd. Esther is in a previous room engaged with a physical embodiment of Strahd's hate, battling in a old wedding reception room to the south. Lots of drama, lots of stuff is going on here. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. And of course, guys, for the next however long, we are actually doing a fundraiser for a new computer for DAG. And if you want to contribute and you want to help us out, there are a number of ways you can contribute to the adventure as it unfolds. Donate wisely, donate generously, and we thank you as well. Also, loads of channel points, so go check those out. All right, my apologies. Bray, you take a moment and you peer out from the side of the wall where Argento had jumped out. You look down at the bag by your feet. Irina has been turned into a vampire, and the longer that time passes, the more dangerous it becomes. You sigh, but you need to leave, and you head back into the tunnel. Now, do you want to regroup with the others, or do you want to try and make your way downstairs?
I think regrouping with the others and trying to get them to realize, hey, fighting Strahd in our condition is probably not smart.
Indeed. All right, so I'll say that you will be able to regroup with them this round. So you're kind of making your way around the room towards where you saw them last and where you think you'll be able to intersect with them. Which brings us to Strahd. Now, we have 3 plot twist cards which have come courtesy of Petiola. Now, keeping in mind, plot twist cards are powerful, but they are very easily interpreted. So choose wisely, Petiola, because you get to pick one of these. Mistaken identity, the parting of ways, and save the day. These are the 3 plot twists you get to choose from. Let me know which you would like to, and that's what we'll do. All right. Also, hi Sam. Okay, it is now Strahd's turn. Having been struck by radiant damage, Strahd is not at all pleased at the unfolding of events. He turns his attention to the Dragonborn.
You think that you can stand up to me? Your progenitors were nothing but winged worms. Let me face you with the same force that brought down your kin.
No.
And he is going to strike at Argento first with an unarmed strike.
Oh!
He will miss, which I'm going to try and rectify with the use of a jinx point.
Of course.
It's like, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Well, I mean, I've got them for a reason.
Yeah.
And if I'm not going to use them for Strahd, who will I use them for? But I will convert
Oh!
it into a nat 20, though.
Could Argento use his write your own fate to negate that bad luck roll that's going against him?
It's not really giving him disadvantage, so no, he wouldn't be able to.
Technically,
Well, no, but he
disadvantage.
could use it to cancel out your 1 point.
Yeah, no, that's if I'm giving him disadvantage, so it
what I
affects
just
him
asked.
specifically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are used if they're used against you. So if I get you to re-roll, for example, that's me giving you disadvantage, and yes, you can
Okay.
do that.
It's not going to stop us asking.
Yeah, exactly. It's not going to stop you asking every single time I use a jinx point. But anyway, that is 40 points of damage for that first hit.
A lot of crits.
I want to use my vengeful assault reaction.
Oh yeah, go through it and describe it for us, please, if you would.
So vengeful, because I'm a Raven Knight, vengeful assault allows me to, once per short rest, when I'm attacked by somebody, I can actually attack them back.
Nice, let's do it.
So we'll just, we'll hammer it.
Oh.
Oh well.
All right, you know what? I'm going to play our plot twist here. Plot twist, mistaken identity. As Argento makes his attack, I'm going to allow you to land an automatic crit. As he holds you and blood trickles down your, because basically he's basically scratched and slashed your chest open. But as he's done so, he looks at his hands and looks at the blood. He smells it. And you watch as behind you this kind of ghostly apparition of Argynvast appears behind you. It stands with the draconic presence. The smell of your blood is the same as the smell of Argynvast's blood. And for a moment, he thinks he can see your ancestor in place of where you are. As this happens, the ghostly spirit roars at Strahd, and you will get a auto crit on that attack.
Nice. Target rock. Roll damage.
Nice.
And roll it again just for the crit damage. Nice. All right, 22 points of damage to Strahd. As he is hit, he checks himself again. This time, he is still not done. He takes the bookshelf from next to you and will attempt to drop it onto you as one of his legendary actions, Argento.
Nice. Let's move.
Ooh.
I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Alright. Dex is my worst. And 11.
All right, with an 11, that is not going to do it. The bookshelf collapses on you, and you are pinned underneath it. Strahd then turns to the gorilla and will unleash its last two remaining legendary actions on
He
Vagag.
can do this? Sure, okay.
No.
That will be one hit.
Just make sure to type in your temporary hit points, Vagag.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
oops. All All right, hold on.
That's fine.
Let's try that again, shall we? Type in your temporary hit points now, please.
Yep, I did, and I had 55 in there.
Yep.
So
There we go.
yep.
All right, so you've taken 30 points of damage from that first hit. So that is there. All right, and then we're gonna hit you again. Oh, and you're grappled, meaning that you will be susceptible to another attack in a second, but we'll get to there.
Oh my god.
We'll get there. We'll get there. All right. So many attacks. So many attacks. Okay, here we go.
How many attacks do you
This
have?
is using all his legendary actions.
Oh yeah, he gets them every round.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. All right, and going with Vagag again. Here we go. Wait, what's that from?
Because I'm down, I guess. Thinks I'm still dying.
Oh yeah. hold
yeah,
on.
thinks he's down.
Oh yep. That's okay.
So
I
I
will-
dropped a 5.
No, that's okay. I will roll that again, but you are grappled from that attack from before.
So I think it would still be advantage then.
Yeah, actually probably would be. Okay, cool. So in which case, we'll just go into damage here. All right, next attack as he whops you with that. Deals. All right, 23 damage. And lastly, he is going to attempt to bite you
Oh no.
with a critical hit.
Ah, come on!
Oh.
Oh no.
Oops, sorry, that's not a crit. Anyway, that's... Yeah, that's
well,
fine.
I had 100 and yeah.
No, that's fine. Okay. Target's hit points maximum is now reduced by an amount equal to the necrotic damage you took. And Strahd then gains hit points equal to that. So you took 10, 12 necrotic damage. Your max hit points is now reduced by 12, please.
Which means I'm. What is it? The max HP for the?
Just your max HP, so your actual HP doesn't go down.
Okay.
Because you've still got the temporary hit points, but your max is now permanently down.
Gotcha.
All right.
Well, if it's the Vagog's max, it goes down. Or is it the monkey's?
Your
HP that
max.
goes down?
Yeah.
Okay, then that would put me under because I'm at 55 out of 56.
No. As in, you'd still be on 1 hit point left. You've still
Okay,
got 1.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
All right, and that is Strahd done. Ipselis. Now I know you've got a
Okay.
plan, and I intentionally waited until we got to here.
If no is the answer, totally fine. I've got another plan.
I'm aware.
Oh no.
That's right. It's a dance off.
It's a bop though. Yeah. It's...
Yeah.
All right. All right. What you got?
Okay, should I do it?
Oh, look, I'm not gonna tell you if it'll succeed or not. I'm here to deal out the consequences of what happens when you try.
Okay. Ipselis has a plan, which is always a great phrase to hear. As I come running into the room, I'm going to search for Argento. And do I see him underneath the bookshelf?
Let's go with the perception. Yeah, perception check.
Okay. All right. Let's see if I have any idea.
You definitely
what's
see
going
the collapsed bookshelf, but let's see if you notice
Yeah.
someone's under it.
All right. We can do this. We can do this. Come on, perception.
Yeah, easy.
Right.
Easy. You
Okay.
can definitely see someone under there.
As I see Strahd, I mean, there's a giant ape.
Yep.
You know, I'm going to come running into the room, try to like leap the table and just get to Argento as quickly as possible, and just say, "I will help you up in just a moment. I need the hilt. Give me the hilt of sword."
All right, make a athletics check to bust through the wall.
Ew, athletics. All right. Here we go. A 17?
Easy done.
All right, yes. Bam!
All right, and you rush over to Argento. Now, Argento is under a bookshelf, so you kind of are either standing on the bookshelf or standing near it.
Standing.
It's just like just standing on top of it.
Yeah,
No, I'm
yeah.
standing here, and I will try to help lift this bookshelf up so that Argento can pop out from under.
All right, so you're going to use an assist action?
Yeah, if that's what it takes to get him out.
Sure.
Or I could take my action to try to lift the bookshelf.
Yeah, or that.
On
Yeah,
my-
either or, if you'd like to.
All right, try it. Can you help me out, Argento?
He has not got the assist action ready yet.
Well, you're a terrible person. So is this athletics?
Yeah.
Or just strength? Athletics. Come on, athletics. Oh, that's not great. Oh. All right. I'm assuming a 12 does not lift this thing up off him.
It does not. And that will bring us to the end of your turn.
Ugh, damn it.
All right, Esther. You are on your back in the dining room on a table next to the embodiment of Strahd's hate. There is cake everywhere.
Like everywhere, it's terrible. It's terrible news. Okay. Getting herself back up. Is it grabbing me to the table, or am I good to move?
You're good to move. You're good to move. It hasn't grappled you. I don't think. No, it hasn't grappled you. It just kind of like did the whole like goosh and threw you across the table.
And I just kind of slid backwards from it. Okay. Well then.
You know what? I will
Get
say
up.
it through you as well, so it'll be over here.
Got it.
That's fine. That's fine.
Can I go back to the door, by the way?
Yeah, you could. You have to go past it though.
I couldn't jump off the table and go. Like I would have to go.
So 10, 20,
Yeah.
30,
Okay. Let's see,
45, 50, 60. So yeah, you could double move to get to there.
Okay. Well, before I do that, because I may have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to dash to get there.
Mhm.
Because I'm trying to figure out something. I know this door is like probably nice mahogany or something, but I'm working on the idea of like, you know that mother's adrenaline rush where they could probably lift a car if their child's trapped under it.
Sure. I would be happy to allow you to roll with advantage and call it a
Yeah,
hero
you-
point.
Okay, would you rather my hero point or my nat 20?
If you want to do the nat 20, you'll just break it. Yeah.
Look, at this point, it's just happening, I guess.
All right. Nat 20 as you bust open the door and Esther enters the scene.
I've entered the fray.
All right. Reinhardt looks to Demiro and is like, "What are they doing?" Bray, you at this point also
usual.
make it over to Ipselis. To Demiro and Reinhardt. They're the only ones in the wall at the moment. Everyone else is now in the room with Strahd.
This is generally what we do. If the odds of winning is never a consideration for us so far.
Why is it everyone in there?
Looking down at Irina, I think he's gonna say that he's gonna leave with Bray, and Demiro. I mean, as much as he wants to help the others, he has a duty to his knighthood first and foremost. And while Argento is there, albeit under a bookshelf, he can't in good conscience allow Irina to fall here. He is going to give you.
I guess if I were to put it another way to you, if every woman were to fall today, then what hope do you have tomorrow? Simply living to fight another day is not necessarily the best course of action when you can't predict every outcome.
Yes, but there's no point sacrificing the person we've come to save just to fight and die and have achieved nothing.
Well, to fight and die is not the goal. To have a battle, maybe. Whether one stays and dies or retreats is another matter. but doing it together is what we've done all this time.
Bray, I'm gonna leave this to you. Reinhardt is set on taking Irina out, which does technically free you up to stay behind in his stead. I would very much love that to be the case and kind of have the party stand together and have the NPC kind of escort away. Is that okay with you?
Bray takes a quick moment to consider, and he puts a hand on Reinhardt's shoulder. He's like, I'm trusting you. Take her out. Free her. I'm gonna get revenge for my brother and father.
All right. With that, Reinhardt will take Irina and make the way through the tunnels. Bray, Demiro, you stand together as the whole group now prepares for their confrontation with Strahd, Master of Ravenloft. And we will come back next week to find out what is going to happen, whether this will be the end of our heroes or whether they'll manage to bring forth a victory. Thank you so much, everyone.
Not a defeat.
Yeah, or that. Okay. So hold on, let me tune this off real quick. It's a massive cliffhanger, man. Oh my god, this is intense. This is like next level intense. All right. We do have to say farewell to Kyle, so I'm just gonna switch us over to a different stream. So everyone say bye to our dear friend Kyle, and
Bye, Kyle.
we will now.
Kyle. Also, I think Calendria gave a nat 20.
Oh, Palindria, who'd you give the nat 20 to? I'm sorry, I didn't notice.
It said you know what that's for.
Oh, it's for Esther. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Says
Clearly,
there's a lot of
the audience has favorites, which is fine, I guess. Just okay. There we go, and boop, there we go. All right.
Yeah, it's working.
And yeah, I managed to get the credits working. Look at that. Are they amazing? Yay! Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. You have survived the day, Neil.
Yeah.
Which means that you
For
have.
now.
Which means if I go to that prediction thing, I get to choose that outcome. Yes.
Nice.
That completes the prediction. You have survived today. So well done.
Yeah.
To all those people who have won and doubled down on those channel point things, and now
I was
everyone.
thinking about donating, but I'm like,
You
I
could.
don't know if
I mean,
should.
that's the whole thing. All right. So
I technically voted
100,000
no,
points.
but then prevented him from dying.
that's true. That's true.
Could have said yes with 100,000 points.
All right.
Really
I want to take a quick moment to thank all of my players. I know today was a little bit slower than usual, mostly because it's a really tough one, especially when we have 2-hour games, just for timing and the wise. I'm really glad that we got to have that really cool moment with Vigag. I'm really glad we got to have that moment with Argento and the spirit of the dragon that sort of came up and rose out of him and like landed that big strong hit. I think we are setting up for a finale, definitely, somewhere along the tracks. We have Esther coming in hot with another enemy into the scene, so we're gonna have to see what happens with that. Yeah. I mean, it one way or another. I think we are coming to a head with Curse of Strahd, but we'll find out what exactly that means next week. Thank you so much, guys, for coming and joining us. Thank you to all of our sponsors, Hero Forge, Fantasy Grounds, and Sirenscape. Thank you to all the people who came in and joined us today. I value your time and I value you being here. You guys, it's such an honor to get to play with and for you guys. Thank you to OzQuest for rating us in, as well as Troll Lord Games. If you want to check me out on Troll Lord Games, playing their new Kickstarter stuff, I will be doing so on this Friday, 7 p.m. Australian Western Standard Time, or Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard if you're in the States. I'm going to be playing over on Phoenix Wacky, playing one of the new characters and things from their latest Kickstarter. So be sure to come and tune in for that. Any last words you guys want to leave out on? Like, I mean, this is the first battle you guys have had with Strahd. Any thoughts? Neil?
I'm excited about reuniting Strahd with his own hatred.
Oh
and
yeah,
what
that'd
that
be
could
fun. That'd be great. I think what he needed was a little more hatred.
do. Yeah.
Neil, anything? Thoughts?
Just be ready for next week, everyone. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah,
but
character building.
I'm
That's what we're gonna
super
be doing.
excited.
We're gonna be building
Yeah.
characters for the next campaign. That's what we're gonna be doing. Mac, feelings about
excited.
today? No? Okay. Marcus, feelings about today?
They're there.
Excellent. Good. I'm sorry. I know that Marcus didn't really get too much of a time to shine, but I think that drama. I think you foreshadowed a really cool drama with Irina and stuff like that. And that moment at the end, I wish I had a bit more time to like chew on that a bit. So when we start next week, I might, drag that out a little bit, like have that like that gripping with that challenge of leaving Irina with Reinhardt. Because. Yeah, oh man. I honestly, when that happened and when Argento burst through, I was so certain that you were gonna follow and just start launching arrows and stuff like that. And then when you dove into it, I was like, wow, that's deep. That's totally what makes sense, and that's right. So now it's really cool, and I want to kind of focus on that a little bit.
Just don't blame me for convincing you to stay.
Yeah, no, that's true. That was on me. That was me as a GM going, I don't want to write this character out here and not have them participate. You know what I mean? Like,
No,
there's a little meta in there, but we can accept the overarching vibe and the feel, and I appreciate that.
See,
Yo, Lord,
had
bro, you get
Reinhardt
this
not
attack from-
wanted to take her out, Bray absolutely would have drug her out himself. But since Reinhardt was there and also wanted her out, then Bray made the choice because that's
And now vengeance.
yeah.
Nice. Charles, what about yourself?
Yeah, I'm thinking that Strahd's got to be thinking, who the hell built this castle? People just keep coming.
They keep coming out of the walls.
Well, you know what?
It's danger not to screw the bookshelf to the wall.
Well, you know what this is for. This is actually for the servants, so he didn't actually have to look at any of them. Basically, he didn't have to wander through his corridors and see servants doing stuff. They would walk in the corridors and tunnels inside. So there you go. Which
Yeah, it's been good though to be in this place. It's literally been a year and a half of Argento looking for this dude, so it's been fun.
Oh yeah. Oh, and here it is. Here he is, right up. Let's see. Let me have a look here real quick. Let me just check something. Just looking at my notes because I feel like.
Now that Argento ran into the room and
all
started
right.
fighting.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you something.
Okay,
Here.
we're doing this.
If and I'm saying if I manage to raise for the computer that we're doing. Nope, that's not. That's my boss bar. I don't want my boss bar. If we manage to raise for our fundraiser, let's see where we at. We are at $50, which is great. If we raise, I want to say, if we raise, let's say $200. If we raise $200 before next Wednesday, I will give you guys a level before then. So there you go. That's some added incentives for our Curse of Strahd team. So yes, because we are setting up. We're trying to get new rigs so that Michael can keep streaming at the best quality he can. And it's more expensive in Australia because it sucks. But I will be looking at stuff. But anyway, point is, yeah, I want you guys to have the best shot that you guys have. So yeah, you guys fought well. You guys are going to be doing well, and it's going to be an awesome battle, whatever happens. So there you go. Calindria. Look, Calindria, calm down. Guys, calmate. Okay, chill.
Michael's like, oh no, maybe I should have.
You know what? And I sat there.
I feel like we've gone into plenty of battles that we had maybe doubts, or at least it was seriously unknown whether we would actually win it or beat it or come out alive. So I don't think this is any different to that, which I think just makes good, consistent storytelling for us.
Yeah.
It does. It is very consistent. Thank you guys. It is very. I'll tell you what. If we get to You know, if we smash the goal, I will level them up to a Strahd appropriate level, which means that they'll be level 14. Because why not? Why not set absurd goals?
That's a 5-level jump.
That's a 5-level jump. All right. Okay. Anyway, I digress. We are going to go and raid. We're going to go and spend some time with our dear friend Mindari, because Mindari is wonderful and awesome. We love Mindari. She's a great world builder and homebrewer. So go send all the love. Go drop in all the raid emotes. Do the whole thing. Thank you so much for coming and joining us. We will be back. Jeez, when am I back? Actually, I'm going to be back on Rob's channel in like 6 hours. So Robert Hartley GM, we're going to be playing Kaiju Girls. Yep, I didn't stutter. That's what we're doing. I'm going to be playing a Kaiju high school girl, and we're going to have an awesome time. So come and check those out. If I hit 3K in a week, fuck it, we'll make them level 20. That's it. Yeah, if I make 3K in a week, yeah, level 20s. 20 levels for everyone. There. Good luck.
You're level 29.
All right.
It wouldn't be exciting if you guaranteed us a win, though.
Oh no! I would definitely boost Strahd. Let's not make
Give
that.
him the boss
Yeah,
boost.
let's make that clear. All right, we're gonna go now because the raid already took everyone else. But thank you so much for joining us. I've been Michael. I'm the Dead Gamer. Until we meet again, as always, from me to you, game hard or die trying. Bye bye.